Welcome back. This is an introductory lecture on JavaScript consoles, IDEs, and editors. Let us first start with difference between an IDE and an editor. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. The word integrated in IDE because it includes or integrates everything that a programmer could want to do in his or her application. Virtually all IDEs are tied specifically to a language or framework or tightly collected set of languages or frameworks. Now, my popular choice of IDE is Visual Studio Code, and I recommend this to everyone. An editor is simply that, a tool that is designed to edit text. Typically, they are optimized for programming languages, though many programmers' text editors are branching out and adding features for non-programming text like Markdown. For example, TextMate, Notepad++, Edit+, they are some popular editors. So it makes more sense to invest in learning a strong IDE if you are serious about making a professional developer. Though I am biased towards Visual Studio, but still, let us check out some of the best editors available. Number 1, Sublime Text. If you want a flexible, powerful, and fast text editor, then look no further than Sublime Text. Besides speed, Sublime Text supports more than 70 file types, and among them are JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. Cost: unlimited free trial, $70 per user for business or personal license. Platforms: Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. Then we have Visual Studio Code. Well, it is a free, lightweight editor, an IDE from Microsoft. It has amazingly good JavaScript code completion, thanks to the inclusion of TypeScript compiler and the Salsa engine. It has good Git support and debugger. Cost: well, it's free, open source. Platform: Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. Next, Brackets. It is a free, open source editor from Adobe. Bracket itself is written in JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. It has a clean UI and a live preview for web pages that you are editing. Cost: free, open source. Platforms: Windows, Mac OS, Linux. And finally, Atom. It is a free, open source, hackable programming editor from GitHub for Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. Its performance is pretty good. Cost: free, open source. Platforms: Windows, Mac OS, Linux. I know that all of these 4 IDEs, they have amazing advantages, but Visual Studio Code has the most amazing advantage, such as Git support, debugger, auto code completion, etc., which makes Visual Studio Code an amazing option for us to write JavaScript programs. Hence, we are going to install the Visual Studio Code in our systems in the next lecture. The theming options with Visual Studio Code are also really awesome. Now let us move on to the next topic of this lesson, which is console. The console is a panel that displays important messages like errors for developers. Do you guys know that most of the work the computer does with our code is invisible to us by default? And if we want to see things appear on our screen, we print them or log to our console directly. In JavaScript, the console keyword refers to an object which is a collection of data and actions that we can use in our code. Keywords are words that are built into the JavaScript language so that the computer will recognize them and treat them specially. To see how it works, open your internet browser such as Chrome or Mozilla or anything else. Then right-click and select the Inspect option. A subsection opens in the page that has the code and resources of the website. After that, you can see that inside the subsection, you will find various divisions such as elements, console, source, network, memory, etc. Then click on console and an editor opens up. where you can write the code. Now write console.log10 and then press enter. In the next line, you can see 10, it has been printed. One action or method that is built into the console object is the .log method. When we write console.log, what we put inside the parenthesis will get printed or logged to the console. It is going to be very useful for us to print values to the console. In console.log10, the semicolon denotes the end of the line or statement. Well, that is all for now. We will meet very soon in the next lecture. Till then, stay tuned and stay safe. Bye.